shoot anywhere from about 15 to 18 arrows per minute. So you can picture 400 or 500 men shooting, let's say 15 arrows a minute.
There's not much of a line right now.
300 yards. It's just this massive amount of arrows. Now, when you have
Is that a table that you really need?
Yep, right there.
this four-picket target, and
There's tables and stuff in there.
But remember, like we talked about, the enemy is nice and clumsy, like you folks. All right?
I'm giving him a particularly hard time today.
All right, so
I'm not asking you to fight.
you're telling me not to fight.
I told you not to fight.
I'm under doctor's orders not to fight today. Guess who the doctor is?
Queen. She's also a PhD. But hands are rib. It's not a good thing to fight.
All right, so moving along. So imagine that you are that archer. You are that lowly archer out there on the battlefield, and you just loose that rain of arrows at the knights that are charging towards you. And for some reason, they make it through the rain of arrows, and you just tried to turn them into a pincushion.
Come on.
They are not going to be as happy with you. So what's the...
I'm trying to make this a serious show. How? So we get coconuts and a hobby horse?
Whoa.
Apparently a very
Easy with that.
hobby horse.
So,
Can he get off of my horse?
well, we're trying. You know what we're gonna do? There's more of us than there are of him, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna try to gang up on him.
Get him!
And then we're gonna hopefully knock him off his horse and down onto the ground, and hopefully all the way down onto the ground.
Down.
And down. I'm sorry for you. I really am.
You don't get to keep
What's
that.
gonna happen is
Ransom!
horse there. Now
Don't kill
we're
him,
gonna.
Ransom!
Thank you, Pee-wee. Next up for the Academy Award. So, one of us, we're going to gang up on and hopefully pin him
We don't have to.
down.
Pin him down anyway.
Or we're going to pin him. I think he's snoring. So one of us is actually going to take a nice, sharp, pointy object, and we're going to put it into a place where he recognizes, maybe behind the knee, or maybe in the groin. No. Did you want grandchildren? I may put it into his armpit, tickle, or into his neck. Or, my favorite, is we're going to put it into his eye slot so he can see it. And do you yield? No? No? He says so. He says no. All right, so he says no. So we're going to take this sharp and pointy, and because I'm so generous and so kind and so gentle and politely, I'm going to ever so gently and politely shove this down into his juicy bits, maybe roll it around, make a nice soup, and then pull it out and wipe it off on his clothing. And now I have armor to sell. Slightly used. Armor on Facebook Marketplace. Pay attention. Now, if for some reason he says yes, you said no. All right, so if he says yes,
We'll let him yield.
we're going to let him yield and get him up off the ground.
Oh, get yourself up.
He can get off.
Off the
The
ground.
idea that a knight couldn't get off the ground was not
He's
true.
snoring again.
Wake up.
Wake up. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take him and hold him for ransom. I'm going to take and give him to my lord or my king or my queen. Queen. And then he is honor bound to stay with the king or lord or queen. And while he is there, we're waiting for his family, his king, his lord, or his queen. I'm not saying up, ask his mom. He is honor bound to stay there. Now, while he's there, he gets free reign of the castle, gets to play it, go hawk hunting out on the estate,
Hunting is good.
maybe go into town to Starbucks.
No, hold on.
What?
There's no coffee yet. from us.
All right, so while he's playing around with the castle, really cool castles back then, kids, gets to play on the Xbox.
No,
What?
no electricity,
She really likes to ruin our fun.
no coffee, no electricity, no indoor plumbing. Go for it.
So anyway, when his family or king or queen pays the ransom, he gets to go on his merry way. Now, the reason why we do that is because he wants to be, my lord or queen wants to be treated really well if captured in battle by the opposite side. Now, this is true all the way up to the War of the Roses, which was a dynastic struggle between two families in England that were fighting over the throne of England. They skipped a couple steps. That was like a game. With thrones, maybe. That's, I think they patterned something off of that. So they basically skipped a couple steps and went straight to the stabby and not the do you yield, because they didn't want him coming down to breakfast the next morning. So what happens if he gets off his high horse and is able to land on his feet? This ought to be fun. Off the horse. There we go, and
by the power of numbskull.
so hard to get good healthy.
So at night, would have trained from about the age of 5 to 8 years old in how to use a sword. He'd have been riding since he was about 12, maybe a little earlier. So he is an expert in this weapon. This is a dangerous thing in his hands, and I'm going to be a lowly foot soldier or an archer with just a little tiny buckler shield. We call this that because you can buckle it onto your belt, and an arming sword, a smaller sword than his. So I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here. So I'm going to use everything I can. First thing I want to do is I want to get rid of the danger. That sword is dangerous to me, so I want to stop him from hitting me. So I'm going to use a crossguard on my sword to block it. Then I have a buckler. I can use it to blind him, because he only has that little bit of slot to look through. And then I can punch him. Alright, so I can punch him in the face, I can punch him in the hands, I can control his weapon down here, and then I can try and hit him. So there's a problem though. He's wearing armor. This is the tank of the Middle Ages. I can swing all day and night and not hurt him. Oh, get up. So armor works, folks. It's not like the TV series. It's not like the movies where I hit him once and he falls over. It's a little loud in there, so I probably gave him a headache, and that's about it. But in general, hitting him with the blade of my sword is not going to do anything. What I can do, I can put my other hand on the sword and use it like a small spear. Just like before, I look for the squishy bits. The armpits, the groin, the back of the knee, the butt, anywhere that he's showing something other than armor. As days went by, they started putting more and more armor in the armpits and the inside of the elbows. He's wearing a skirt. Eventually that's going to be plates that go down his back. And it gets to the point where it is basically an arms race. He's going to get more armor. I'm going to get better weapons. And eventually this is not going to happen. The way we do get him, though, is we gang up on him. Guys!
Can we do it again? Crowd says yes.
So one person distracts him, one person takes care of his sword, everybody else gets up and kills him.